Hey, all right, everybody. How's it going? Now then, I did say in my last video that I'd be looking at cheaper vehicles. Now, I've done a video before about cheaper vehicles, but this one's different to the one before, if that makes any sense. Now, I'll start off by saying this about Ford, right? Now, I've seen a lot of articles about Ford giving up on electric vehicles. There's been loads of headlines. Ford are not investing in electric vehicles anymore. They're giving up. It's the end. It's the end of electric vehicles. We see that all the time, don't we? Do you know what? I've been, like I've said before in this, it's been about 13 years or something like that, where people have said electric cars are never going to work, they're always going to fail, but it keeps chugging along, doesn't it? And more people have electric cars. So anyway, so there's another headline saying Ford have given up. They've given up. It's all over. Ford have chucked the EVs in the stingies. Now, they haven't given up at all, and I'll explain why now in a minute. But I think what Ford did, and this is why they're changing their plan, is a lot of these car makers, they start off by making expensive luxury vehicles, and you only got a small amount of buyers for that market. When you go high end, your buyers become less. Okay, so you only got a certain market. If you go super high, like the Model S and Model X, they do sell well, but they haven't sold massive numbers like the Model Y and the Model 3. So you've got to come down a bit in price. Now, obviously, if the Model 2 does come out, that'll be way lower in price, and it'll sell like hotcakes, won't it? But anyway, let's get back to Ford. Let's not get, sidetracked quite easily. So, Ford, I read an article, there's a few articles I've read about Ford, and they've said that they think they've done it the wrong way. They've gone too upmarket. People want to buy cheaper cars. Of course they do. It's a big market for people who want to buy cheaper cars. So they have said now that they're going to put the handbrake on, or do an handbrake turn, I suppose, turn back the other way, and they're going to try and make cheaper vehicles, more affordable vehicles, which makes sense, right? So what we'll do, we'll have a look into that now. We'll have a look at Ford going to make cheaper vehicles. Who else is making? I think it's Hyundai. I think it is. They're coming out with a smaller vehicle this year sometime, maybe the end of the year. There's a Citroen coming out, which is going to be cheap as chips. So this year, 2024, is going to be interesting because it's not just cheaper cars coming out. Like I said in other videos, battery prices are going down. Going down, I suppose, and coming down. How would you say it? I don't know. So, I think this year we're going to see a shift, because, like I said, you get a lot of buyers in the upper end of the market. They've bought their cars now, and that's why it sort of plateaus a bit. You need to get in the cheaper market. That's where most of the sales are. You look at things like the best-selling car in the UK, and the best-selling car it used to be the Fiesta years ago, didn't it? I think it's the Corsa now, is it? Or something like that. SUVs sell well, but they've got to be cheaper. Right, so what we'll do, I'll jump on the internet, I'll have a look at some of all these cheaper cars, and then I'll get back to you in a minute. Right, okay then, I got a few things lined up by her. So first of all, let me just grab my old tablet. Ford to reignite electric car demand with affordable EV platform. Now, all the other headlines are saying, that's it, Ford are giving up on electric cars. But then you get another article and it says something different. So basically, they've done the Mach-E, and they've done the F-150, but it's not quite selling as well as they thought they would, and they're not making money. I think they're losing money, actually. That's what they're saying anyway. But behind closed doors, this is a secret team of Ford engineers has been working for 2 years on a new platform for affordable electric cars. Now, I hope when they say affordable, they're going to match the other affordable electric cars, which is low 20s, and even try and get under the £20,000 mark. So I think the low 20s is where these affordable cars. It's mad to say an affordable car is £20,000 because £20,000 is a lot of money, isn't it? But that's what they class as affordable. So they're working on a small EV platform. I don't know when that's coming out, but they're saying that we've developed a super talented skunkworks team to create a low-cost EV platform. So Ford's not giving up on electric vehicles, they're just going in a slightly different route. So that's what they're up to. Now let me go back on this tablet and have a look at Hyundai. Now I think this car's come in the end of the year, is it? Middle of the year? End of the year? Anyway, Hyundai, I might be saying that wrong. I don't know how to say Hyundai. So I'm saying it the way I'm saying it. Hyundai Casper set for European launch with electric power. Ooh, electric power. It says the Hyundai Casper could soon be available in European markets with a new electric powertrain. Now I think this is going to be designed sort of to compete in the low 20s as well, because I think they're going to be trying to compete now with the Dacia Spring. So I'll come to that in a minute. But there's not much information on this at the moment. Well, there might be somewhere else, but it's a nice small car. I think it's based on the i10 sort of chassis thing. So it's not like I don't think it's like a sort of ground up BEV, but ground up sounds like you grind it up, don't it? You know what I mean? A ground up BEV, I think, is sort of, the compromise car, whereas one version's got a petrol engine and the other bit's got a battery. But that sometimes that works out okay. So, it's not a bad thing. And if it can get the prices down, it's even better. Right, so we got the Hyundai Casper, that's coming out soon. When was this? It was February the 1st, the article I'm reading by here. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not quite sure. It says, despite this competitive specification, the Casper will remain priced low. €20,000, according to Automoto. So this would put it in position direct competition with the new Citroen EC3. So let's have a look at the old EC3. Let's get back on it, have a look at that. Let me just find it. I have got it here somewhere. Where's the EC3? Right, okay. The new Citroen EC3. Somebody's knocked my front door. My dog's barking, so... Wait a minute. Let me go and check the front door, and I'll be back. Okay, there you go. I'm back. It was the every delivery, a parcel for my daughter. Anyway, the new Citroen EC3 brings... Let me just bring that a bit closer, because I can't see that far away. Brings a 199-mile range for £22,000. So that's getting close to the £20,000 mark, so it is a bit cheaper. Hopefully they don't change the price in now when it actually comes out. But it says the next generation Citroen C3 will arrive early next year. But this was dated from last year. So and the all new EC3 will cost just €23,000 or 20,000. It says £20,000 at launch by year. So I don't know why it's saying £22,000 at the top, then it's saying £20,000 at launch. So when it launches, the price is always a little bit different, isn't it? But hopefully it is £20,000. And it says that will be comfortably undercutting all but the cheapest Chinese alternatives. So there we go. Autocar understands UK pricing will start from... See, here we go again, look. See, it's right. Autocar understands UK pricing will start between £22,000 and £23,000. So the article, it's just, the top thing, it says £22,000, then it says £20,000, then it says between £22,000 and £23,000. Which is it? But it does say, and it says that is a little significantly less than the £25,480 BYD Dolphin, which is the cheapest EV currently available on the market. An even cheaper version with a smaller battery will join the lineup in 2025, priced at 19,000 euros, which is £17,250. But when they add bits and bobs on, it'll probably be £18,500. So anyway, that's the BYD Dolphin. Now, talking about Chinese cars, actually, there's a thing I seen the other day. I know it was a bit of an offshoot tangent by here, but I was looking at the MG4. I quite like the MG4, and I was looking at I thought, let's go and have a look at the price of the MG4 in China, okay? Now, before I say the price of the MG4 in China, I know that the economy is different, they get paid less, it's cheaper labour, I know all that sort of stuff, there's no taxes and blah blah blah, right? But I was quite shocked how much the actual MG4 sells for in China. Now, it's called they're calling it the MG Mulan in China, okay? The MG Mulan. Let me just look down here now, and it says, I guess it's in euros, this is by here, but let me just check. 150,000 yuan, blah 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 blah. Let me get to the actual customer will receive. Now they get, I'll try and do it in euros because we can't understand I can't understand the Chinese yuan. It's like really, it sounds high, doesn't it? 115,000 yuan, but that is. So there we go. Here it is, right? The MG Mulan, the price is 3,000 euros off, which is 115,800 yuan, or about 14,500 euros. 14,500 euros! Are they having a laugh? Are they having a laugh? That's crackers, innit? That's crackers, innit? But by the time the car gets over here to the UK, with the taxes and everything added on, and shipping and blah, 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 the price has gone up significantly, hasn't it? But isn't that mad that in China, it costs them 14,500 euros? I know, the economy's different. I know. Don't have a go at me. I'm just saying, that's all. Anyway, what was the other car I was going to look at? I looked at the C3, I looked at the Ford. Was there anything else? Oh, the Dacia that I was talking about. I gotta get rid of these confirm cookies all the time. I don't want any cookies. I'm on a diet. Right, okay. Dacia Spring facelift confirmed for 2024 launch in the UK market. Now, I'm not quite sure when that's coming out. I can't quite get any sort of information on when that car's coming out. And I think the price of that is going to be, if I remember, I'm reading it, and it says that starts from 17,300 euros in France. Now, like I said, even though 17,300 euros in pounds would be cheaper again, but when it comes over to the UK, it's not cheaper. It's more. It's always more. It's not less. It's more. I don't know if that's all taxes and whatnot, but it's always more. It's not less. It's more. Have I said that enough times? It's not less. It's more. So, even though pounds is less than 17,300 euros, I'll put it by there. When it comes over here, it's more. Right, okay, I've said that enough. So that's going to be coming this year as well. Now, it is a budget car because it does say that the Dacia Spring is a single motor front-wheel drive powertrain with a 44 horsepower motor and a 28.6 kilowatt hour battery. And it says it's got a driving range of 140 miles, which is, it's going to be a bit less than that, isn't it? But, that would still suit a lot of people. It would. So that's going to be under £20,000. So there's a good few cars coming into the market in 2024. And like I said, battery prices are coming down. So it's only going to make electric cars cheaper. Now, if you know of any more electric cars cheaper that are coming up this year or next year, put it in the comment section. Tell me what you know about cheaper cars. Because I'm trying to research stuff. I can't research everything all in a couple of hours. But if you know any cheaper cars come in 2024, 2025, I know the Model 2 is supposed to be coming I think they said the end of this year. Well, it'll be 2025 sometime. I think that is. But I don't know what kind of price that's going to be. I don't think that'll be £20,000. I think that'll be more like... it's a Tesla. What's the cheapest Model 3 now? It's 39,900, isn't it? The Model 3 now. That's the cheapest one. So I reckon the Model 2 would be 20... it won't be £20,000. It'll be more like £28,000, I reckon. That's my guess anyway. But anyway, that's it. I think that's it. If you like this video, go on, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hoi!